I'm eating my dinner, and look at Mommy made me. Flopsy! And Buddy! Flopsy and Buddy! They are best friends!
I'm back. I'm Kara. Welcome back to the podcast for Crafty Kara. I would like to thank everyone for coming and joining me today to talk about knitting, crochet, sewing, all the crafty things, and a little bit about life. First of all, I can be found on Kara, and I can be found on Ravelry and Instagram as SK Morris 2. And I also have a Ravelry group. I can't talk. A Ravelry group that I just started about a week ago for you to go over there and introduce yourself. It's Crafty Kara is the name of the Ravelry group as well. Okay, so how's everybody been? I'm on schedule. It's only been a week, so this is great. I don't know if you've realized it, but I am super, super excited this week. I hit 100 subscribers. I'm over 100 subscribers. What is that about? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Wow. Thank you, new subscribers, old subscribers that have mentioned me, that have tagged me, that have mentioned me in their podcast. Amy and Debbie, again, of the Periscoping Sisters. Not only did Amy put me on her Instagram, they also mentioned me in their video. Oh my gosh, let me tell you. I was watching their video last week, waiting for their video to come up. They had some technical issues, finally got it up. I was so excited to see them because they just make me laugh. And I heard them, I'm working away at my computer, got my headphones in, listening to it on my laptop on my desk. And all of a sudden, I'm like, wait, what? I had to go back, rewind a little bit, and I'm like, oh my God, they're talking about me. I was so excited. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, I was sweating. When they got done talking about me. I was a little bit nervous, but can you say I'm fangirling here for the Periscoping Sisters? Oh yeah, they're awesome. So that is my excitement for the YouTube channel, for all the subscribers. Please, I want you to know how much I appreciate you subscribing. I am just been so excited about this. My husband, he knows. He's been listening to it for a week now. So thank you. Let's move on. Let's get started with this little show. First, podcaster love this week. I would like to mention KT of Inside Number 23. Love her style. She makes me want to sew skirts and knit beautiful things. She's just so sweet, so amazing. And Rolly is so cute. I had a pug when I was a girl, so Rolly is super cute. And my dad has a pug now, so I know about the pug love. And also, I'd like to mention Pen, Feathers, and Pearls. That's another podcast I love watching. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. And her little bird in the background. Sue, I know you're afraid of birds, but it's an awfully cute little bird. And it doesn't seem to make a whole terrible amount of noise when she's recording. I don't think it's one of the ones that'll peck your eyes out. I think it's just a very sweet little bird. So those are my podcast loves for this week. What have I been doing? Okay, first of all, I'm back in my old location. I didn't notice it when I was recording last week, but my husband said, why is your screen flickering? What are you doing when it's flickering? I said, I don't have any clue what you're talking about. So he showed me, and my screen would flicker every now and then. So I don't know if there was an interference because I was at my desk, and he said it maybe because the router's there. I was plugged into electricity along with that computer. Maybe there was interference with the camera. I don't know. So I haven't noticed it flicking so far, so I'm hoping when he goes and edits it, it's not doing that this time. I don't know what that was about. So I came back to this spot to see if maybe I was just around too much other stuff, interference stuff. So I'm back here. What's in my cup? I don't have my cup with me. I had some wild cherry Pepsi for lunch, and my 4-year-old finished it off. So he got the last few drinks out of my cup. I didn't bother refilling it because I'll probably put water in it this afternoon, so I didn't bring it this time. Okay. let's start with our FOs. The only FOs I have are not much. It's only been a week. God, I'm normally 2 or 3 weeks out. So a week, I didn't get much done. Well, I say I didn't get much done. I kind of did. I ripped this back and I did the squares bigger, my mitered squares. So I put this one in and the lighting's not great. That's actually really, really bright and it's showing more normal crayon colors. I got a square put in. That's an FO, sort of. The other thing is, which some of these are in project bags, I got buttons put on my DPN cases. So I've got buttons. I don't like them. I don't like the metal buttons. I want the white plastic buttons. These are like, they rattle. Listen. I don't like it. Sounds cheap. So if anybody has ideas of where I can get some of the white plastic, I've looked at Hobby Lobby here. Maybe I need to look again. The white plastic buttons that are on the DPN cases. Like I've got another DPN case that has the little white buttons on it that I got at the Fiberfest last year. The smaller ones, or even this size, these are kind of bigger, but that's okay. But I kind of wanted those. I don't like these as much. So I've got those finished. I've got a few more of them done. They're just, like I said, in project bags. And I didn't finish the rest. I ran out of the snaps and decided to wait till I get some more. So those are my FOs. That's it. But let's go to, I have a hoe. I don't have an FO. I have a hoe. I have a half finished knocking project bags in the floor. I just saw it flicker. Maybe it's the camera. That's really weird. Okay. Hopefully it's not too disturbing. That drives me crazy. Okay. Maybe it's because I'm moving and the lighting's trying to adjust to me. I don't know. I don't know how to fix that. He'll have to play with the computer and figure it out this weekend because I don't know. Okay, so in my blue yarn that I got from, and I don't remember the name of it and I can't find the label, but I got it from our yarn shop in Norman. I finished, and I don't have my sock blocker. It's somewhere in the closet. I've got to order real sock blockers. This is getting ridiculous. I'm going to make my husband make me some sock blockers. Anyway, back to the subject here. So, I haven't weaved in my ends. I finished my smog socks. See them? They're like a lacy pattern. I love these. Fish lips kiss heel, plain on the bottom. Love this pattern. Free pattern on Ravelry. It's Smog, S-M-A-U-G. These were going to be in the Harry Potter cowl. And I found the pattern and I fell in love with it. And I was like, oh yes, I'm going to do that. So I cast them on and I was ready to put them in all these Harry Potter catalog knit-alongs that are going on. And I was going to make myself get the other one finished. Well, the reason I haven't forced myself to finish the other one yet, I just finished this one, I realized that that has nothing to do with Harry Potter. No. Smog is actually off of another movie. The one with the little people, I told. What are they called? The little... Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing I did with Outlander. Watch this, because I can't remember the name of the movie. My husband will put the picture of the movie in here with his editing, I'm sure. Because I can't remember the name of the movie, but the movie is... Okay, so that's the movie. Anyway, hello brain that doesn't work properly. This is another one of my DPN cases, and this is why I do not sell things yet. I am not quite versed in selling things because this is upside down. Hello, wake up. And this side, because the material is folded in half to sew it, would have been perfect and right if I would have put the snaps on the right way. Duh. So, this is why I don't have an Etsy shop yet. One day, but I don't have one yet. I'm not quite ready for it. So the other smog sock I will be casting on this weekend because I want to get that one finished. And that is in my bag, my Downton Abbey bag that I made. The pretty little Crown Progress Keep. Oh, you can see it. Crown Progress Keeper. It's not going to focus very well. It's very glittery and it's got a little bead. So that is my FO. Okay. Whips. Whips, whips, whips. Let me get my bag. One of them fell. Okay, that's actually not a whip. Okay, first whip I'm working on for the Stuffy Along with Chelsea and Sue on Legacy Knits. I am working on the Stuffy Along on that. And I have bunny parts. Bunny parts, plenty. I have feet, I have arms and hands, and I have one ear, and I have the other ear in my DPN case. These are the buttons I'm talking about. They're a little smaller. So anyway, I have bunny parts everywhere. Kind of sounds bad, but... And that's going to be for my middle daughter, Lauren. I will have it finished probably early next week, before next podcast, for the next podcast. I'll have that finished, and I'll have my other sock going. And another whip is my... Nope, I lied. Other than my mitered square blanket, I don't have any other whips on the needles. I just finished casting off my sock on Wednesday night, and Thursday I worked on the bunny, so I haven't cast anything else on yet. I'm like down low empty here on things. Okay, upcoming cast-ons. My smog sock, my second one, and I caked up in this bag that I made myself. I caked up my yarn that I got the last time Paula and I went shopping. The Happy Feet, Happy Feet 100 Splash, hand-dyed, 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon by Plymouth Yarn Company. And the colorway is Crayon. There's the tag. Sorry, honey. I forgot to delete the other video before I started recording this one. Oops. He'll fix it. Anyway, okay, so I was talking about my Plymouth yarn, and forgive my ball winding. I was very upset when I was winding this, and I have no Swift, so my daughter, my 14-year-old, is holding it doing this, trying to unwind it from the hank, and it looks like poo. But anyway, it looks like it's vomited a little. There is my skein of yarn, my wonderful... It's got purples and pinks and reds and yellows and greens. It's got all different colors in it. That's just one ball. I had to end up doing it in two because my ball winder tried to puke everything off of it, and it got all wound up. If you hear my dogs, my two weenie dogs and Chihuahua are in the backyard barking. Don't know if you can hear that, but apparently the neighbor next door is getting a fence put up, so they think they need to bark like they're going to eat him. Chihuahuas and a weenie dog. Weenie dogs and a Chihuahua. Not gonna eat anybody. Anyway, so that yarn is for the Atwood shawl. I will be casting that on. Hopefully I want to try to at least get it cast on along with the sock, at least a little bit of it this weekend. And we'll have a busy weekend, so I will tell you about that later in life stuff. But I want to get it cast on because it is going to be in I'm going to put it in the Yarn Junkie Mother's Day cowl from April 1st through the end of May. So I want to get it done, so I'll have it for myself for Mother's Day, spring colors, and be able to wear it. I probably won't wear it for Mother's Day because it's going to be pretty hot in May here, but I'll at least have it as a present to myself. So that's my upcoming two things. Now on to, hey, what's in this bag? Oh, my mitered square. Now on to stash enhancement. I had a trip on Monday. Tell you about that later. I ended up getting to go to the yarn shop. Sorry for the crinkling that I love. Okay, I've been looking for striped sock yarn. I'm kind of sensitive to wool, so it itches me. Like Patons, whatever you call it, Croy sock. The pair I made myself, the striped ones. Yeah, I can't wear those. They're so super itchy. Can't wear it. So I'm hoping that this will work a little better. So I have to feel my yarn. Unless I know the superwash I'm good with. Superwash like 80-20, 90-10, something like that, 75-25. I'm good with that. It's just, I can't do the scratchy wools, the itchy stuff. I've never tried it bothers me. It makes me have like high itches on my feet and on my head, my neck and my hands and stuff. So I have to get squishy soft yarn. Better for me. So I picked this one up because I've been looking for striped sock yarn, and these colors are brighter than they are on screen. They're pretty close, but they're pretty bright. And this is Lang Jawal colorway, super wash, 75-25. And she showed me it actually has, I've never seen this before. It comes with the spool in the middle for you to do, and it's all colors. It's not just red. There's other colors in there. You can see them. To reinforce your heel when you're knitting your heel, you knit with this, and I guess it's like nylon. Hang on. She told me. What's it say? It's reinforcement yarn. I guess it's in a foreign language, so I can't really read it. But I think it is nylon is what I think the lady told me. Extra nylon to make it, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But yeah, I thought this is made in Switzerland. I thought that was pretty cool. So I got this at the local yarn store. It's the Gourmet Yarn Company. They are on Ravelry. They informed me, and I put my shawl in there that I did that was Mina's. So you might go join their group too. It's Gourmet Yarn Company in Oklahoma. They have their own Facebook and Ravelry page. So those socks, and I'm going to use the same blue, I think. I haven't started them, obviously, so I may change my mind. If anybody has a better idea for this one, what color I want to do toes and heels a different color. And I have the blue that's a dark blue, that's kind of this color blue, the real dark one in there, like for my husband's. I thought about using that to do the toes and heels, but I don't know if it's going to look good or if I should just do an all stripe sock all the way up. What do y'all think? So that's the first one. Then I got these on clearance. They had just put them on their sale shelf. They're both Malabrigo pure superfine merino wool, 200 grams. In the colorways, this is bronze, not bronze, bronze, B-R-O-N-C-E, and it's more browns and purples and golds, and it's darker than the other one is, but you can see the purples in it. Oh, actually, you can see them really well on here. See the purple in it? And then this is the other one. It is Coffee Toffee, and they look the same kind of on here, but this one's actually lighter and has more of the tans and browns and pinkish kind of colors. This is more of the purples and golds kind of colors. So they're two different colors, but I want to try to find a cowl or a shawl or something that I can use both of these in, because they're the same weight, and it would be 400 yards, but I want it to be able to coincide because the colors are different, but I want to try to find something that they're kind of the same. So I got that. And for the I Love You wrap, from the Periscoping Sisters, I got yarn to do the I Love You wrap. I got Heritage sock yarn, 75 superwash merino, 25 nylon, and the color is 5628. This pink. And I got, what is this? Zen Garden Serenity 20. The color's Red Jasper, 70% superwash merino, 20% cashmere, 10% nylon, 400 yards. Never used anything with cashmere in it. It's like reds. Oh, it's not turning out very well. Okay, the pink is also a pink, very similar in here. So this is like speckledy, or like splashed with reds and pinks and whites, and I mean, it is gorgeous and soft. Oh my God. So this is going to be for the I Love You wrap. And then while I was there, well, I needed more needles because I have fallen in love with the Chiagu red lace. So I got another pair for my socks, US 1.5, and I got a pair for the shawls. I think this is actually the one I need for the Atwood is the one I got. It's a size 6, but I'm just going to slowly, eventually, for each project I need that I don't have them, that I have the extra money to go get them, because these are fairly cheap. They're like $9. So I think I'm going to just slowly get those as I need them. But socks, now I've got sock needles. The size 6 is used for a lot of things, so a lot of shawls and cowls. So I think I'll be okay. This is paper. They put it in paper so it wouldn't spill anything. I did get after I used the sample on my socks, or my shawl, I got a Eucalyptus wool wash. This is a small bottle of it. So that's what I got in my yarn excursion, my shopping excursion. Paula wasn't happy that I went. Sorry, Paula. She had to work. I had to do a bunch of stuff that day. Okay, so that is my stash enhancement. And I am learning a new craft. Yeah, like I need anything else to learn. But my husband's grandmother passed away a few years back. And when my in-laws bought Papa's house, and Papa lives with them now because he's in his 80s. When they bought the house and moved in, he went through a bunch of stuff, got rid of things that he didn't need, her craft stuff. That's where I got some of my knitting and crochet stuff, was from her. And I also got, which I haven't mentioned because I never thought I would do it, my daughter that's 11 wanted to try. She doesn't know how. She got frustrated with it, so I am going to teach her how to cross stitch. I am learning myself. I'm going to teach both my daughters how to cross stitch. I will show you a few of the things that I got that I didn't even realize until I started kind of watching some of the videos. Sue from Legacy Knits is the one that May was like, okay, maybe I do need to talk to Paula. My friend Paula is on Ravelry. It's Okie, O-K-I-E, Paula, P-A-U-L-A 0172. She is my teacher, my enabler. She is the person that taught me how to crochet. She's talked me into learning how to knit when she learned how to knit. We have went further and further with that. She talked me into doing my podcast. And now she's got me onto cross stitch, which I knew she cross stitch. She has got some beautiful cross stitch pictures she sent me. Yeah, she's amazing. She's actually going to bring some patterns over here in the next week or so, and we're going to go through her patterns because I've got some, but like this one is a really big starter. I wouldn't start with something that big because I mean it's huge. These were my husband's grandmother's. A bunch of wildlife classics, and then a Precious Moments. I love the Precious Moments. Oh my gosh. And this is like the flowers of the month. And this one doesn't have really but one thing inside of it. It's a love samplings, but it's only got like one page in it. It's huge. I don't want anybody getting married. There is some linen, a whole bag of what is it called? Adelaide? No, hang on. Aida. Whole bag of Aida. Different sizes. I mean, all different kinds, different sizes, different stitch count sizes, everything. And then I went through and organized these because I did not realize how many she had. Yeah. I'm talking full containers of floss. Lots and lots of floss. Well, if you're a cross stitcher, you probably have a lot more than this. But this is what I've gotten without having to buy anything. See, I have plenty of room to fill it up too. Love you, honey. And also, I was not going to start. So, Paula and Sue, y'all have gotten me to doing this, wanting to do this. It's my husband's grandmother's. I want to use it. She loved to do it. So I want to keep that going in the family. I want to teach my daughters how to do that. Eventually, when I get the patience to teach them how to knit, I will. I'm not patient enough for that. Actually, the cross stitching is just X's. It's one thing. It's, you know, the ones I'm doing are just the X's or half cross stitches. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Teaching them how to do knitting, I might teach them on dishcloths and do straight dishcloths or knits and purls, you know, something similar, simple, but I'm not ready to teach them yet. They're just a little bit, I don't know. They're not ready for it yet. My oldest one doesn't really care about it. My middle one, she kind of wants to. But I'm going to teach her how to do this. I did find this little pattern in the bags of Aida. A metal board, didn't know it was in there, with the magnets. So you can put your pattern on here, and she has an extra magnet that I'm assuming this is what I'm using it for. I don't know, Granny might, you know, she may have done the same thing, but I put it here to use as a line so I know where I'm at on my pattern. But I can use this for crocheting and knitting as well, so with patterns. So that's what I'm going to use it for, all my patterning, because I print a lot of patterns out. And this little picture is a little girl, and I know it's Christmassy. I can take that off. With a little present. It looks like she's holding a present. There is no color picture because, like I said, I found this in there. And I'm pretty sure Granny's already done this one. She circled things and marked ones off that she was finished with and things like that. And had all, that's the only thing I found in her collection here that has all the yarn, or I mean, all the floss with it to be able to do it. So like I said, I started that this morning, like on my 15-minute break for work, I started, and then on the beginning of my lunch break. And I've already gotten that much done. And yeah, I watched a video to show me to put the knot over here away from your work and go here and then go cross stitch back, and it actually cross stitches it over it, so it locks your yarn in, and then your floss in, and then you just snip that off and it's gone. I've already had to do it a couple times. So awesome. Loving this. This would be something I can take with me, pretty portable, like socks, knitting socks. It'll be easy to take with me. So that is my new craft. I didn't think I was going to have anything to show you, but I do. So I may have some more patterns from Paula this week. And that is all my crafty goodness this week. I am wearing, I don't know if you've noticed, I'll show you, my Walking Dead Survivor shirt. Now there's some Walking Dead fans out there, not everybody, but I love The Walking Dead, so I just wanted to just look down and notice that's what I had on. So I thought I would mention The Walking Dead here. That's a new craft and life. Okay, this is the life part. So don't have much, but I'm going to tell you pretty quick because my video is getting long. Monday adventures. Monday I took off work. I had to go get the permit for my storm shelter, so it was me and my 4-year-old son. We had to go downtown Oklahoma City. I don't go down there very often, especially parking, like downtown, like downtown. Didn't think about it. The parking garage, the parking next to the building I was going to for the city was under construction. So you couldn't park there. The 4 spots out front were taken. So I had to park 2.5, 3 blocks over. And it was paid meter parking. Because if I wanted to use, and I saw the parking garage across from the building, and I was like, I don't have any cash. I don't know, I haven't parked in a parking garage in so long that you have to pay, that I don't know if they have a spot for your debit card or you got to pay cash. So I wasn't going to try to find an ATM and pay an astronomical fee for it. So I was like, all right, I've got some change in my purse. I'll go park at the meter. Hadn't paid for a meter in quite a while either, because it was $1.50 for 1 hour's parking. I don't know if that's expensive in other areas, probably not like up in North New York and stuff, but it was expensive for me because last time I paid, I think it was like 25 cents for half an hour or something. It's been a while. So I had $1.50 exactly and some pennies in my purse, change. Paid for it. Thought, okay, in an hour, I'm walking 2 blocks with my son. We're going upstairs. We're getting this permit. We're here early, and within an hour of them opening, no big deal. I get upstairs and there are bukus of people up there. I'm like, holy crap. This is going to take forever. Fill out the paperwork, give it to them. I already had my paperwork filled out. They had to take it and write down whatever they needed to write down. And I'm waiting and I'm looking at the clock. And by the time we found the building from where we'd parked and got upstairs, it had already been 15 minutes. Filled the paperwork out. I'm waiting. 30 minutes goes by. I'm like, holy crap, I'm going to get a parking ticket. I paid for an hour. We still got to, I'm going to have to pick him up and run back to the car. Because I saw the meter maid parking people. Oh yeah, they were ticketing. So I wasn't about to get a ticket. We get done, like within this next second, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get a parking ticket. She calls my name, I pay. And as I'm paying, my little boy looks at me and goes, Mommy, if anybody has kids, you know what I'm talking about. I gotta poop. Seriously? I've got like 14 minutes to get back to the car. So go to the bathroom. No, he didn't need to poop. The kid has an obsession with trying out every bathroom, every public. It's disgusting. I'm like, dude, you gotta quit trying to go to the bathroom everywhere we go. My middle daughter did the same thing. So we go downstairs real quick and I'm like, all right, buddy, we gotta walk quick. And I'm walking fast. And he's like, I'm tired. I'm like, come here. So I scoop him up. I've got my big purse. I'm like running through there, trying to walk really fast and not look like a moron running across the freaking 2 blocks. So I get back over. I look down at my watch. I must have hustled because I still had 7 minutes left. So I noticed this fountain that was out there, and I'll have my husband put pictures at the end. This fountain outside of the buildings, and he asked me if he could get in the water, and I said, no, you can't get in the water, but you can stand on the steps and I'll take a picture. So we had enough time to do that. And then I got him back in his car seat, and it was like, okay, this is good. I'm good. I'm done. We go to the yarn shop. I relax, go shopping, go to lunch with my sister-in-law, and then we came back home. He crashed on the way home and slept for almost like 2.5 hours. And we relaxed the rest of the day. And that was, and I knitted a little bit, but that was quite an ordeal getting a permit for the tornado shelter. Mentioning the tornado shelter, it was put in yesterday. There was pictures on Instagram, and there were pictures at the end of the video. Got our storm shelter in. Jackson was so excited when they pulled up with the trailer and they pulled the, as he puts it, tiny baby excavator off the back of their truck. He was jumping up and down, squealing, had to go watch him dig some dirt out of the garage for a few minutes, and then we had to come back in because I was working at home. So we got the storm shelter put in, super excited. The kids ask if they can decorate. I'm like, you don't really decorate a storm shelter, but we'll put some emergency stuff down in there. They're like, well, we want to hang stuff with magnets, metal walls. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, whatever. So we did that. Then I've got this Saturday, tomorrow, which actually you'll probably be seeing this on Saturday. I've got to go shopping with my mother-in-law and sister-in-law and my daughters. For my oldest one is going to the band banquet in May. It is an awards slash, it's kind of like a prom. It's like a dance and dinner and awards for the older upperclassmen, and just a good time for all the band students to get together. It is formal, so we have to go get her a formal dress. So we're going shopping this weekend to get a formal dress, and when we get it, I will put pictures on Instagram, and of course the night she goes, which will be later in May, it'll be on Instagram, and I'll put it on the video when it comes to that. And I also am getting a couple things left for my middle daughter, who is going, not this coming week, they're doing state testing, but the next Monday, she's going to Camp Classen with the whole 5th grade class, and they go out to the Arbuckles in the mountains down in southern Oklahoma. If you're from Oklahoma, some kids have went to Falls Creek down there. They're going to stay in cabins, the whole 5th grade class, teachers, some parents. I won't be going, I have a 4-year-old. They are going to learn about nature, they're going to go hiking every morning. It's a week's worth of education that these kids need outside about the world. They are not allowed to take any technology. There's no TVs, there's no cell phones, you can't take cell phones, you can't take a digital camera. We have to send disposable cameras. One of my daughter's friends said, "What's a disposable camera?" My daughter's like, "Really?" Because they've had disposable cameras. So yeah, they are gonna have, and my daughter, we go to my dad's and our family in the country, so they love it when we go out there. And I really honestly think it's not just the beautiful nature part of it, it's the fact that they are unplugged. They have no cell phone reception, they have no internet at my dad's. I really think it's the fact that they get to go out there and be unplugged, and they don't realize that that's what it is. But my daughters get along like best friends when we're out there. This is why we want to move to the country, to put my daughters in the country so they'll get along, because they get along so well out my dad's. They go and hang out with their brother, ride the 4-wheelers, go fishing. I mean, not everybody's up for that, but I was raised that way, very country, and I live in the city now. My husband was raised in the city, and now he realizes he loves the country. We are dying to move to the country. It will be a while. We don't move our daughters out of school that they've known their friends their whole life. I've had to do that. It's pretty rough. So let them finish. They've only got a few years left, and then we can do it, because my son is so far behind them in school that he will only have a few years in school before he's done. So that is life. That is what's coming up. That's what's happened. Other than that, I'm pretty sure my video is long by now. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to get back to work. I do this on my lunch break on Fridays. And I will talk to you next week. Hopefully I have a lot more knitting for you and maybe some more cross stitch. I talked a lot. I talked fast. I gave you a lot of information. I love everyone that's watched. And if you know anybody that you would think would like it, let them know. Tell them to come subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend. Bye.